Good morning, guys. It's back day whatever, 22, 21, something like that. I'm gonna show you guys a few things that I do in the morning that give me a little bit of a head start. 7:45 a.m. here. I want to be training around 10 o'clock. I got a couple hours. I like to wake up early personally. That's one thing that I feel like in life. If you're a kid watching this, generally you like to sleep in because of, it's just the way you are when you're younger. But I'd recommend 6 hours of sleep is optimal. Any more than that, you don't really need it, in my opinion. And you get to live a lot more life before you die. So once you add up all the hours of work, the things you have to go do and buy, going to the bathroom and eating, you have about 2 hours left every day for yourself. So the less you sleep, the better. I'm gonna show you guys now what I'm eating in the morning. So I go to Costco and I get this entire thing of 60 eggs, okay? It's literally 60 eggs for $7, okay? Now usually a dozen of eggs is about $3 to $3.50 at the store. So I'm getting, for the price of 2 dozen, I'm getting 5. So better than, paying half price even. So also, I have this little handy dandy funnel. Pop this open in the morning, and then I take my all day you may. Okay. What you do is, I've actually learned kind of a more efficient way to use this stuff. Sorry, going out of the frame here. I'm just grabbing something real quick. So, what I do is, I take a gallon jug and I fill it only so that there's maybe a cup or 2 cups empty at the top. In fact, I'm gonna dump out a little more. What I do is put that there, take my funnel, take my all day you may after the funnel's in the tub, and what I do is I put 1 scoop and 2 scoops. So sometimes it doesn't go all the way. There we go. 2 scoops of all day you may. That way it's gonna last, and that way when this is gone, which it will be pretty soon in the day, I drink a lot of water. I fill it with regular water, and that way I can conserve all day you may, but also get 2 scoops a day, which is 10 grams of leucine. The immune support, the joint support, the liver support, and yeah, so I'm gonna cook these eggs. These are the oats I use real quick. So I use the old-fashioned oats because they're cheap. This was like $1 for 15 cups of oats, so not bad. I'm gonna use this measuring cup, okay? Take it, scoop it in there, put it in a bowl filled with water, and bam, I got my oatmeal. I'm gonna start adding brown sugar. Sorry, I'm not in the frame. I'm gonna add brown sugar and butter, maybe a little butter, mainly brown sugar, to my morning protein because I'm losing weight. Like I said in the other video, I just can't eat that clean, guys. There we go. I just can't eat that clean. I've never been that way. I've never been able to pack on mass eating clean, all clean. So I'm gonna have to get a little dirty here, and yeah, stay tuned. So that's gonna be breakfast: a cup of oatmeal with brown sugar, 4 whole eggs plus 3 whole eggs, and 3 egg whites on top of that. So it's basically 6 egg whites, 3 eggs. Here we are for breakfast, man. I'm showing you guys what I was just showing you earlier. It's cooked now. The eggs, the cup plus 10 grams of oatmeal. Now what I did is, if you're having a hard time gaining weight like I am, you gotta add things. So I put brown sugar in there, and I put peanut butter. So you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's just the way it is. Always BCAAs, always. So yeah, I'm gonna chow this. So we're doing basically it's just a plate loaded row. And what you have to understand is when you're doing rows or anything like that, before you start the movement, when you're holding it, you want to flex that muscle first. So I'll flex my lats and then I'll pull back. That way your pump is just 10 times crazier. So I'm gonna hit this out real quick. So right now, I'm flexing my lats before I start. We're here for meal 2, just finished training. 4 ounces of chicken with broccoli and banana. Look at Phil's little ass in the background up there. What a pussy. Just kidding. So I finally found myself at one of my favorite restaurants, Chick-fil-A. Like I said, guys, things are getting dirty. There's just no way to put on mass for myself, eating clean. I'm gonna try and eat clean basically every meal except for one. So I'm gonna have the chicken sandwich, fried, and then with waffle fries, large. You have to understand your own body, you know, if you can get away with stuff like this, or if you have to do things like this, like myself. The longer you do it and the more seriously you train, and the harder you train, the longer you train, you're gonna need more calories. Your body's gonna become more like a machine. And you got to be, you know, you can't just be so scientific and in your head and too like, you know, I got to only eat clean because that's the only way to get big is, you know, I'll only put on clean muscle if I eat clean. And, you know, it's all about calories, which isn't, that's a lie. It's not all about calories, but a lot of it is calories, and a lot of it is, when you're eating clean food, you have to understand that those are low calorie meals. No matter how much you eat, you could eat 8 ounces of chicken and 2 cups of brown rice, and that's 750, 800 calories. Problem is, that amount of food, that volume is gonna keep you full for like 3-4 hours, so you can't cram in as much food. Whereas this meal, the chicken sandwich and the large fries, is probably around 1,000 to 1,200 calories, and I'll be full again, or hungry again in about an hour. So it's all about how you look at it, and you just have to be smarter than, you know, following a cookie cutter. You can't do that. But tomorrow anyways, I'm gonna train, I just got done with the back, as you saw. I'm gonna train legs tomorrow. Easier to get footage on legs than anywhere else, just because of, I don't know why, it's just easier to get footage for legs. So I'm gonna order this Chick-fil-A, munch it down, and then I'll see you guys at work. Here we are for meal 4, guys. I'm gonna be having a cookie, because I can. This shit is so fire. And then I'm gonna have one of these, which is 2 cups of brown rice, as big as my head. And then gonna have, if I can get to it here, 5 ounces of chicken with broccoli. There it is, guys, meal 4. So as I'm sitting here eating this, I wanted to bring something up to you guys, because this is something that I think is really important. Is you have to forget about taste, you have to forget about flavor, you have to forget about all your delicious favorite foods, because trust me, like you guys, I desire, you know,
to eat Buffalo Wild Wings and, you know, fattening ass stuff, like, you know, all the time, just like everyone else. But my desire to succeed and win far outweighs my desire to eat good tasting food. Okay? It comes down to either you punk out and you don't eat the food and you make an excuse like, well, I just had to have that, whatever it was. No, you're a pussy. You didn't have to have it. It's in your mind. You know, you win first in your mind, and if your mind doesn't win, your body will never win. So you have to fight that voice back that's saying that you need the fattening whatever, the McDonald's or the, I mean, okay, I've had a McDonald's a couple times, but I'm saying if you're someone who excessively eats bullshit food, you need to get that shit figured out. And it is in your mind. Here for meal 5, I think. I'm already eating it because I'm starving. It was 9 to 10 ounces of chicken. I didn't count it. It was a shitload. And 3 cups of pasta. So, alright guys, time for meal 6. It's usual shit. 6 ounces of chicken. Actually, it's 5 ounces. And 2 cups of brown rice. So, my last meal is going to be cottage cheese. You know, a bunch of different stuff. There's stuff I always wanted to put on YouTube, and now that, you know, I have more people watching, which, I mean, it's all you guys, and I'm thankful for that. You know, I want to help the people, you know, that were in the same position as me. And, you know, I don't know everything. There's a lot that I don't know, and I'm always learning. So it's important to always self-educate yourself, and it's important to keep learning over and over again, because you can never know too much. You really can't. And there's always something that someone can teach you along the way. So good or bad, you know, next time you run into someone who's just a terrible person, take something away from them that you can use in your own life. Maybe it's something bad that you won't do. Maybe they don't shut the hell up. There's people who just do this about themselves. They just talk and talk. You know, people like that. They just go, I, and it's like no one gives a shit. So remember that next time. You start going, I. No one gives a shit. Okay? So I got a bunch of ideas. I'm gonna start filming them, sorry. And yeah, if I don't get this last meal on tape, I'm having a cup of cottage cheese. Phone's about to die, but my charger's right here, so I have literally no excuse. No excuse. It's always funny when Rich said that. No excuse. No excuse is good enough. That boy's voice is deep. Meal 7. The finale. Like I said, cup of cottage cheese. That's how much is left. I'm going to eat it all. And then I'm going to go to sleep. But it's been a good day. It's 1:30 in the morning. And sometimes you got to stay up till 1:30, 2, 3, 4 to get all your meals in. And, you know, that's just the way that it has to be. There's no other way. That's it. Good night, family.